Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my very best to get them answered. Let's get this thing going. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that opening was very underwhelming. I forgot my spiel, whatever it was that I say at the beginning. I think it has something to do with I'll take your questions about crypto. We'll move crypto around. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the news, all that stuff. There we go. So I got that out of the way. I think what I was trying to say was like, just remember this is not an investment forum. I don't usually take questions about like, what do you think about coin X? Where do you think Ripple will go in 2021? I do talk about the price of Bitcoin, but this is more of a technical support forum. We'll talk about, how to resolve technical issues, how to move crypto from one place to another. I'm here for you. But I think a lot of people get me confused with that those gurus that talk about price. I have my own niche, and I love everyone that's here, but I try to avoid, what do you think about coin X? It gets me into trouble, and even if you tip me, so I apologize in advance for those of you who tip me. Who think I'm gonna like give them the rundown on this certain coin. I had somebody asking me about GSX a couple weeks back. I believe it's a scam. I'm pretty sure it's a scam, but I still get people asking me about it. In fact, they sent me an email. They probably didn't know that I knew they were a scam. I'll see if I can find that email. It's pretty cool. Anyway, if I can get myself comfortable here. This is a Ledger shirt. You wouldn't know it. But you still wouldn't know it. I don't know. I think there's a Ledger logo on there somewhere, but I guess it's not. I think I had a different shirt. It had like the Ledger. Oh, wait a minute. See if I can find it. Aha! There it is. I can get it in the camera. There. It's like the tag on the bottom of the shirt. I guess, although, or walking around in public advertising that you are into crypto, it may not be the best thing. So it is subtle. That's cool. So let's go. I don't know what's going on, guys. Things are all screwed up today. It was a very underwhelming opening. But anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone that's here. I'm having trouble keeping up now because things are picking up in the crypto world. I'm going to go ahead and pop out my chat here. And before I welcome everybody, I'm going to point out some things about the description down below in the video. If you check out the description in the video right below us, there's like a little show more. And there's all kinds of goodies. All of my, what did I do with that? All of my affiliate links. The first one I've got there is for Ledger, if you want to get a Ledger. And I mentioned last week that they sent me this wonderful thank you, and they gave me my own 20% off code, which I have. Oh my gosh, here we go again. I'm going to let them in this time. I'm tired of it. Yeah, I'm going to let them in. Whatever. Oh, for poop's sake, I can't help them. That was somebody from the PTA is trying to log into the PTA Google account, and apparently I set up the security and such that when they sign in on new devices, it's not letting them in. But they just sent me a code. Oh my God. I don't know. I can't help them now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. So anyway, they sent me this wonderful thank you, and the code is right here, LedgerLive-Dad. I think I could show you very quickly that if we go to Ledger, yeah, and I think something's in my cart, maybe not. Okay, all right, a Ledger Nano X. Okay, yeah, there's one in there. Ledger Nano X, and if you go to checkout, and you use my code here, right? Ledger Live, one word. I don't know that capitalization matters, but I haven't deviated from it. It might work in all caps too. Hit apply, and it's going to give you a 23. Well, it's going to give you a 20% discount off of 119. And like I said last week, I don't know that this works on any other products. They said on the thank you that it's for Ledger Nano X. It will probably work on multiples of Ledger Nano X. If you have more than a Ledger Nano X in your cart, it will probably only discount the Ledger Nano X. I haven't experimented yet, but I highly recommend the Ledger Nano X. That's the one I use. That's the go-to device. That's the newest one with the bigger screen and more storage. So if you're going to get one, I'd recommend the X. Especially if you've got like $5,000 worth of crypto, and you got $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, and now you're cutting corners on your storage. This doesn't make sense to me. Just get the better one. It's not that much more than the Ledger Nano S. But I don't know. Everyone's different. A lot of people ask me about saving a buck here and there on fees and whatever, and I tend to be a little flippant on that. But hey, whatever. All right, so let's go to the next one. There was the Ledger Decoded event, which is probably still available. You can go check that out. I give a little testimonial on Ledger Live. We'll talk about Ledger Live. There are a few shortcomings with Ledger Live. I don't get all bent out of shape about that. Some people do because they're dealing with money. People are weird when they're dealing with money. But it's not perfect. I think the device and the way it stores your crypto is awesome. But Ledger Live itself has a few shortcomings when it comes to its settings and the transaction history and that sort of stuff. So we'll talk about that. Crypto.com, join Crypto.com, stake for a card, which is cheap now because CRO is cheap, and you'll get a $25 reward, and so will I. This is a great little reward for staking a card for money that you'll end up getting back in the end. Kraken, Brave Browser, Binance US, Coinbase. I got a bunch of DeFi sites here, DeFi guides, Binance Smart Chain stuff. That's the new DeFi. If you haven't discovered Binance Smart Chain, it's probably a good time because the things are just starting to take off, right? And Ethereum 2.0 is a while away, so Ethereum DeFi is still kind of expensive on the transaction fees, and the wait times are long. So Binance Smart Chain is a cool way to get involved in DeFi in the early stages, right? I've got some videos on using Binance Smart Chain. And then, of course, I have the news stories that we'll talk about down below, linked down below if you want to read the entire article. All right, so let's jump in to the news, but I would like to, where will I start here? We'll start, I didn't really want to start there. We'll start here, but there's a little bit of housekeeping I'd like to talk about. I'm really happy. I got a warning from YouTube. They flagged one of my videos from like 2017 because they said I was linking to harmful content. It was a mistake on their part, but it's really hard to get a hold of them. And they offered me the option of appealing the warning, and I appealed the warning, and they shut down the appeal. They replied, and they were like, no, you still got this warning, and which is bad for a YouTuber. But the weird thing was, I was using a search and replace tool called TubeBuddy to update some of my links on all of my. I've got 500 videos in it, so I use TubeBuddy to do that, and I was using it to redo some of my links from Black Friday to make them the newer links, and all of a sudden I got the same warning again, and it acted like it was the first time, and this time I filled out the entire reply, of the appeal, Because the first time I was like, it's just a glitch. And I was like, hey, that's not harmful content. And they were like, yes, it is. You still have a warning. But the second time, it was the first time. If it's, I don't know. It's hard to understand. But anyway, I appealed and I filled out the entire box. And I was very specific. I said, this is happening when I do use TubeBuddy. I think it's an issue. I'm linking to the Coinbase website, which is not harmful content. It's the most, mainstream cryptocurrency and whatever. And then the next day, the warning was gone on my channel with no explanation, no reply to my email, no reply to my appeal, nothing. The warning just went away. But God love them. Thank you. I'm glad that the warning's gone on my channel. That could be the death knell of a YouTube channel once you get flagged by YouTube. And then the next time it happens, they shut you down. You can't post. And so anyway, I'm happy that. Bleh. All right. The next thing I wanted to say was scissors. Dad's scissors are never safe. Dad has his office scissors for when he's working in the office, and they're in his little trusty drawer, and they go away. The kids take them. The wife borrows them. They're just never safe. Dad stuff. Okay, and then hackers. I wanted to talk about hackers. I think I'd like to share with you some phishing attempts, right? Let's share the phone here. Okay. Okay. First of all, here is a phishing text. All right. It says your Trezor wallet has been disabled. You are required to pass verification due to the new KYC regulations. And they have this crazy link that they think I should follow. Okay. All right. The greatest hackers use this is their I can't speak plainly here. They're always tricking you into the greatest hack makes you think that you've already been hacked, and then they're using fear to make you panic to undo the hack that they're telling you got hacked. You haven't been hacked. They're saying you got hacked so that you will follow their steps to get hacked. All right? I just want you guys to understand this. When you get a text like, and this is Trezor, this isn't even Ledger, right? It happened with Ledger too. I don't want you guys to see all my personal. Okay, here's the one from Ledger. This doesn't even say Ledger. This just says your hardware wallet has been deactivated. You are required to pass verification due to the new KYC regulations. And then there's this crazy link that has Ledger in it. But you'll notice it's not ledger.com. It's ledger.com.device.id, which is a hacker website. Now, you might say to yourself, am I already hacked? And no, you have not been hacked. They're just tricky. They're trying to trick you. And, well, what happens if I click this link? If I click this link, will they magically reach into my Ledger device and steal all of my crypto? No. What's going to happen when you click the link is they're going to take you to a site that looks very similar to Ledger, and then they're going to trick you into revealing your 24-word recovery phrase. That's when you get hacked, when you give them your 24-word recovery phrase. The Ledger device is a very secure hardware wallet. They cannot reach across the internet and stick their hacky little fingers in this device and steal your private key. But they can trick you into giving them the 24-word recovery phrase, which is basically the human readable form of your private key, your master private key. So don't do it. Don't click links. Don't panic. First of all, it just says your hardware wallet has been deactivated. Well, let's go and check. Has my wallet been deactivated? Don't click their link. Just check your own wallet and see, right? And there were some other emails you know, a 1.5 Bitcoin transaction has been initiated from your wallet. To cancel, click here, right? Okay. Do I have 1.5 Bitcoin? I don't think so, right? So it's obviously a scam. All right, I just want to like point that kind of stuff out to you guys. I did a video a couple of weeks ago where I talked about how to avoid these Ledger phishing scams. They do, you know, they hacked the customer database of Ledger to get usernames and emails and, you know, full names. So they will send you an email and they'll pretend to be from Ledger and they'll target people that have Ledger, right? But they did not hack Ledger servers that hold any information about your crypto. And another thing about that is that Ledger does not have any information about your crypto that would give them any information about how to access your crypto, right? Let's see that. Where is that? How to protect yourself from Ledger phishing scams. I would highly recommend that you check out this video. You'll watch me go. Yeah, you'll watch me follow the links. I think we did it on the live stream last time. I follow the links all the way through. The links are not malware. What they are just basically tricks to get you to enter your 24-word recovery phrase. So don't do it, please. Don't ever, 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 ever. Anyway, I'm glad everybody's here. Please don't lose your crypto. I've had some sad stories. Some people that contacted me telling me that, you know, they lost their crypto. And I said, oh, well, that's no problem. Just go to, you know, click new wallet, click I'm restoring, and use your 24-word or 12-word recovery phrase. And then they replied, oh, but I can't find that. And I said, gee, I'm really sorry, but your crypto's gone, right? It's too bad. So please don't lose your 24-word recovery phrases. And, oh, for Pete's sake, don't give them to anybody else. All right, so let's see if I can find that that wonderful. I'm gonna scroll through some of my personal. I don't know if it doesn't matter. Let me see if I can find this. It may be a while back. Where was that? I'd like to show you that email. I'm not going to be able to find it, I know. Pooey. I'm not going to be able to find it. Anyway, they sent me an email, which I cannot find, of course. And they were like, hey, we want you to... come on, Rex, you can find it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I found it. Okay. Here we go. To the manager of the channel. This is a one-man operation, guys. There is no manager. I'm the owner, judge, jury, and executioner. Okay, how are you? We are going over your channel and thought you might be a prime candidate for one of our VIP influencer spots. We only have 3 or 4 VIP spots, so we want you to shill our coin for us. And if you shill our coin, the GSX coin, you might make $200,000 US dollars, not Australian dollars, a day. Imagine $200,000 a day. Oh man, I gotta click this link here. Actually, I think this is someone else's YouTube video where they're shilling this coin. And they must be making $200,000 a day. I'm surprised they're still wasting their time doing YouTube videos after a week, right? Because, you know, they're millionaires now. They should be out on a boat somewhere. All right. So please, guys, don't fall for this stuff. Just use your head. All right, let's say hello to all the wonderful people here. We're at 6:20, and I haven't even gone through the news. Bullish divergence, T9 buy signal aligned for a new Bitcoin relief rally. Okay, it's a charting story. You know, I've got a link down in the description below. I guess Bitcoin is turning bullish again, according to the chartists, who, you know, analyze the trends and the faults and the resistance levels and the support levels and the price action and all that stuff. And they talk about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin sell-off might be losing steam, which basically, you know, as you know, Bitcoin went down last week. It was hovering around 19,000, and then it dropped down to like a little below 18. So, but this sell-off might be losing steam, right? There were a lot of people that were calling for like 13, whatever, you know, but it's back on the rise again. I think we're at 18,816. I can show you over on crypto.com. It's crossed 19 over in Hong Kong. So, you know, I love reading these stories in the morning and then having things change by the time I do the live stream. But, you know, this is an article about, you know, the sell-off starting to reverse itself, right? We're getting back up, all right? And then I have another story here on this Cointelegraph magazine, which I put a link to down in the description, which is they're trying to put me out of business, right? It's like an overview of all the crypto news of the week. But the interesting story, their top story is, oh gosh, say bye-bye to Bitcoin. All your hopes have been dashed. It's not going to break its all-time high. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. You know, and, you know, Bitcoin has just risen like $1,000 today. It's like up around 19. So, you know, it's easy to write the epitaph, you know, but Bitcoin has been down before, and, you know, thank goodness it doesn't listen to any of these stories writing their eulogy, right? And there's some other good stories here. So there's a link down here. I thought this was kind of interesting. Bitstamp apologized after posting report calling XRP toxic waste. And apparently the author of this article used the F word 5 times and the S word 9 times. And it was kind of talking about XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin SVs as piles of S you know what. So I thought that was kind of funny. And if you pull up that link of the main magazine article, you can read the link to this report and maybe get a link to that original story of the guy right here. Bitstamp posted a tweet. I don't know. I would love to read this guy's report. There's probably a link to it down here in the description below. All right. We got to that story. Wallets with over 1,000 Bitcoins have hit record number, which just means that people are buying more Bitcoin, I think, in the long run, right? For those of you who don't know, Bitcoin is a transparent public ledger. All of the Bitcoin transactions can be seen by anyone that would like to know. There's a company called Chain Analysis, which does deep data analysis on the Bitcoin blockchain, and you know they see that there's 1,000 Bitcoin wallets with over 1,000 Bitcoin in them have now hit a record number. I believe the record it went up by 302. These are wallets, right, or Bitcoin addresses, and the record high is 2,052 wallets that hold over 1,000 Bitcoins or more, right, higher 1,000 or more Bitcoin. So that just means that there's a lot of people buying Bitcoin, right? A lot of holders out there, big institutions accumulating. But you have to remember that one institution might have more than one Bitcoin address, right? So they may either they've got like 3 different Bitcoin wallets with over 1,000, or they've got like 40 Bitcoin wallets that are less than 1,000 Bitcoin to try to stay kind of under the radar. So the number of Bitcoin wallets that have over 1,000 Bitcoin is one way to gauge it, but it doesn't really give you a full picture of who actually owns the Bitcoin, right? Because you can spread your Bitcoin out across multiple wallets, right? MicroStrategy completes 650 million bond sale to finance next Bitcoin purchase. We talked about this earlier in previous live streams. MicroStrategy is a investment firm, and they're putting a lot of faith and money into Bitcoin. It's a big deal. In fact, they seem lately to be putting so much money in Bitcoin that they got a Citibank downgraded them from sell to sell from neutral because of its disproportionate BTC focus. We'll see how that goes, right? When Bitcoin hits 40,000. Because apparently their first, initially they put in 400 million of their 600 million the firm can purchase over 36. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it here? The beginning of the year, they put in 500 million worth of cash that they said was sitting around, right? Melting 500 million melting ice cube of cash, which they put into Bitcoin. Well, since they've done that, their holdings have appreciated 260 million. So they're on the right track, right? So it's a great story. But I think this Citibank downgrading them was like, another one of those bow hitting Bitcoin when it was down, because it had this story of Citibank downgrading MicroStrategy came out a few days ago when Bitcoin was down, right? Reminded me of the old days when all the big financial institutions and analysis used to pile on whenever Bitcoin was down, But we'll see, right? Bitcoin appears to be back up again. And CoinGecko is challenging CoinMarketCap's dominance as a crypto market resource. If you're familiar with my live stream, you'll see me pull up CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap at many times. They're both great websites that give you, an overview of the crypto market and a lot of deep dives into, charts and that kind of stuff. So they're both great resources. I think I use CoinGecko more. I've always, I kind of like CoinGecko, and what I like about it is you can, like for, I'm trying to find a, there's one right there, but CRO is an ERC20 token. It'll tell you whether it's a token or not, and then it gives you that contract address, which will help you if you're using a DeFi platform to make sure you're getting the right coin, right? It's kind of a universal identifier for coins, right? All right, so we did that, and then I got an email from YouTube, an encouragement email congratulating me on my 2020 performance. I'm not getting millions of views, but I'm doing pretty well view-wise for what I am, right? And, I'm not, filling my mansion up with I'm not filling my mansion up with what do you call that stuff? Peanuts, shipping peanuts, right? My son watches YouTube channels where all these 20-something guys are like filling up their mansion with all those rubber balls and then jumping around and screaming, and these guys are getting millions of views acting like idiots. And I'm not shilling coins and doing like the heavy duty, investment stuff. There's some people that I admire that do that, and there's people that I don't admire that much. They're just, looking for clicks or whatever. It's an educational channel at its heart, and I appreciate all of you guys contributing and, supporting me. So I got a lot of. It's been a while. It's been 1,300 days, about 3 years. I got one little work email here. Okay, Rob, thank you so much. Period. Have a happy Hanukkah. My drivers are working today, doing stuff for the owners, which is great. Make a little extra cash on the weekends. That's cool. People have smashed the like 140,000 times, blah, blah, blah. I've got good conversations, 57,000 comments. In 2020, I got 26,000 new subscribers, 2.4 million views in 2020. My channel tends to go up when interest in Bitcoin is up. You know, I can't lie about that. 25,000 shares, 64. I responded to 6,430 comments, which is surprising to me because I don't always respond to comments as much as I should. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, my friends. Let's go, and this is the magazine link. Let me say hello to everybody. There's a lot of people here tonight. I'm sure I've missed some questions. Juan, hello, Trebby, Joanne, Ken, Zach, Scott, of course, always there. Buddy Love, Shabina, Shegoblin from London. That's great. I appreciate your sentiments there. I teach with a passion. Thank you so much. Belgium, Flip from Belgium, Kiki D, Elliptis, and Scott, always. Message. I sent you a message about being locked out of Coinbase, really hoping someone can help. I'm totally locked down for 2 weeks and their customer service is virtually non-existent. Okay, we can talk about that. The first question that was posted was about XRP and a big int error trying to move XLM, but not XRP. I was able to move my Stellar, but not my Ripple or XRP, the latest version of my Nano. Any advice from the XRP community is appreciated. I have heard someone else mention this big int error. I was helping someone with XRP through email, and they made it sound like they had lost their XRP, and I kind of asked them a few follow-up questions, a few follow-up emails. We went back and forth, and it eventually turned out that they had not lost their XRP, but they were trying to claim their Spark tokens, and something went funky, and they said their PIN didn't work, and then they went out and got another device, and they tried to restore it, and they were in panic mode, and I did my best to help them. From their screenshots, I explained to them they had not lost their XRP, and then they were asking for help with their claiming Spark tokens. And I've been through this many times. I'm not a huge fan of these Spark tokens. They appear to be a reputable company. All the major exchanges are supporting these Spark token airdrops. But you must know that the Spark token airdrop, you will not see any Spark tokens until May of 2021. And when you do see your Spark tokens in May of 2021, it will only be a small percentage of the Spark tokens that you have claimed. And then they will be distributed going further on. So here we have a company that doesn't even exist, and everybody's freaking out trying to get these non-existent tokens that are basically worthless now. They might be worth something down the road, but it's a long haul. I know everybody wants something free. I saw this thing originally and I was not convinced. I was kind of like, why do they want to know all about my XRP addresses? And they have like this 15-step process where you have to go into your ledger and edit fields in your codes, in your advanced settings, and it's all very complicated, and newcomers are falling into this trap, and I don't know what they're doing, but they're screwing things up. My advice, and I think I can sing hallelujah because the snapshot is now over, and I will never have to hear another person ask me about claiming Spark tokens. I believe that it's done now, or maybe it will be tomorrow. I sold all my XRP several months ago. I don't have any more XRP, so I had no desire to do a video, to buy more XRP just so I could do a video on how to claim Spark tokens. Maybe I should have. Probably would have gotten a lot of views. But you can just deposit them, your XRP, on Coinbase or Binance US or Kraken. There's all you got to do is like put your XRP on those exchanges for the snapshot, and then you can withdraw them. I actually considered buying some XRP just so that I could deposit it on Kraken for a day or two and then withdraw it just to see what would happen with these Spark tokens. But, you know, you guys that are Spark millionaires and 2 years from now can come smoking your fat cigars and laughing at me for not getting involved in the Spark token distribution. So, but the big int error that people keep telling me about is generally when they're trying to claim their Spark tokens. Now, before we get too much further, I have to let you guys know that a lot of the confusion that people are suffering from with XRP and with Ledger and with Bitcoin on the Ledger, a lot of that, they think that they need to see the balance of their wallet on this device. You will not see the balance of your tokens on this device. I'm getting all kinds of crazy questions like, I see my tokens in Ledger Live. How do I transfer them into my Ledger? I'm like, it doesn't work that way. Ledger Live is querying the Ledger, and this is where you see the balance. You don't see the balance here. You see the balance in Ledger Live, the software interface to your wallet. This device is merely a keychain. It's holding the private keys. Now, it will give you some messages when you're transferring crypto out or when you're checking addresses, but it does not give you the balance of the wallet. And I get people are freaking out thinking that they've lost their crypto because they don't see their current balance on the device. It doesn't work like that, guys. Please. All right, and then Ledger is not helping by showing this on the box. It makes it look like that this is showing you your Bitcoin balance, but it's not. That is the approve, and that's not even the right approve message. It doesn't even work like that. Why would they put that on their box? It's so, I don't know, I want to say deceptive, but it gives people a false idea of how this device works. When we send Bitcoin out, we get a balance, and then we go to the next screen and we get the address, and then we go to the next screen, and then the last screen says approve with a check mark above it. At no point in that process does it have approve with a check mark with a balance below it. That's not I don't know why they put that on the box, but it confuses people and it makes them think that they can check their balance on their device. They can't. So I just like to clear that up for you guys. Okay. I'm back in focus again. All right. And I'm white. The light's white. That's great. Instead of red, you know, the light. Anyway, sorry about that big int error. I don't really know what that is about. I don't know if it's when you're trying to send your crypto. You know, disconnect, reconnect the device. Reboot your computer, try again. If you keep getting that same error, try restoring the device with your 24-word recovery phrase, reinstalling the XRP app and trying again. I'm not sure what that big int error is all about. You may have inadvertently screwed something up when you were trying to claim your Spark tokens and you went into the advanced settings and you changed one of the codes. You might have changed the code in the wrong field or something of that. It's never happened to me, so I can't really troubleshoot that for you. So I'm sorry about that. All right, Kiki. She's locked out of Coinbase. All right, let's check Coinbase. All right, so if you've been locked out of, I don't know how you're locked out of Coinbase. Let's go into, but I would like to just show you this very quickly. If you have two-factor authentication set up on your Coinbase account, all right, and you have lost your phone, or your phone got wiped, and you got a new phone, and you downloaded Google Authenticator on the new phone, and but Google Authenticator doesn't have the codes on there, or whatever, there is nobody to call it Coinbase. There's nobody to email at Coinbase. I get a lot of people that are very stubborn, very hard-headed. They want to talk to somebody, right? You're going to need to let that go, right? There is a process that they have designed for you to go through that will get you results if you just give up the idea of getting a human being on the phone. It's not going to happen, all right? Or getting somebody to reply to one of your emails, right? Just let that go and just do what they ask you to do, which is, I am unable to submit a one-time code. So click this link, right? And then they say, there are several options here. Just go through the options, right? Don't say, oh, I don't want to go through this. I want to talk to somebody. Don't, just do what they ask you to do. I have lost my Authenticator app. Click that link right there. Boom. You got a process right here. You simply follow this process. You upload your ID. You just go through this process. Once you have done that, they will get back to you. And they will tell you whether this was successful or not. Right? They will say, oops, sorry, we couldn't verify your identity. Right? And then you keep trying. Most likely what will happen if you do this is they will send you a follow-up email within a day or two saying, hey, we have successfully verified you, right? Now it's going to take us about a week to release your account and disable your two-factor authentication, right? You've got to wait. You've just got to wait. This is one of the pitfalls of two-factor authentication. You're just going to have to wait for them to disable your two-factor authentication. And then, about a week later, maybe less, could be less, you know, I'm just giving you kind of their normal time frame here. They're going to send you another follow-up email, and they'll say, okay, we have successfully disabled your two-factor authentication. Now you can log into your account, right? And then you log into your account and everything's back the way it was. You've gained access to your account. But you must go through this process. Don't get mad and try to get somebody on the phone and you spend 2 weeks trying to get somebody on the phone, cursing and cussing and sending me emails and what's wrong with Coinbase? Why can't I talk to somebody? It's 2020, guys. It's virtual, right? They don't have enough people on staff to deal with everybody that loses their phone or can't figure out how to get into their account. Just go through this process. I don't mean to sound harsh, but it can be done if you just do it. And I get a lot of people that are telling me, oh, I lost my two-factor. I can't get into my Coinbase account. And then I send them this link and they go, oh, yeah, I saw that, but I didn't want to go do it. I didn't have the patience to go through it. Well, you had the patience to try for 2 weeks to try to get somebody on the phone. So you could have avoided all that heartache by simply going through this process to re-identify yourself and gain access to your account. All right. Thank you so much for the tip, W. Again, what would happen if Bitcoin got banned? That's a good question, W. I think W was the same. No, W is not the guy that was asking about GSX. Pardon me, W. What if Bitcoin gets banned? That's a pretty good question. There's a lot of talk about Bitcoin getting banned or outlawed and that kind of thing. If Bitcoin got banned, then we would have to trade Bitcoin peer-to-peer. because in order to ban, well, there's two ways they can ban Bitcoin. The first way they can ban Bitcoin is to declare that it's illegal and not allow Coinbase or any of these other exchanges to convert your Bitcoin to US dollar, right? They cut you off at the bank. In order, there's no way to cash out your Bitcoin. And that's more likely than that. Well, it's basically impossible for them to ban Bitcoin completely without turning off the internet, right? And we all, we know that the banks and the oligarchs and the evil corporate overlords hate Bitcoin and decentralized finance, right? But they also need the internet to control you, right? If they turn off the internet, then they won't be able to thrive on all of us, right? So in order to ban Bitcoin, they'd have to turn off the internet. They might do that. Who knows? We've heard about that happening in Iran and in Syria and like these dictatorships or whatever, or in China. I don't know that I've heard them, but they blacklist certain websites, or they completely disable Twitter, like in Egypt during the protests. I guess those are scenarios that are not out of the realm of possibility, but in order for society and government and banks and finance, all these people to function, they need the internet, right? So it doesn't really help them to cut the entire world off from the internet, and that's what they would need to do to ban Bitcoin. I hear a lot of people bashing Bitcoin, and they go, "Oh, what's going to happen when they turn the power off?" I'm like, well, if they turn the power off, then Bitcoin is going to be the least of your problems, right? The powers that be don't want to destroy society, because then they lose control, and they don't get their, where are they going to get their Cuban cigars, right? Or their fancy wine, or their 100-year-old brandy or whatever, if the whole system collapses, right? So it's not in their best interest to shut down the system or destroy the system just to get rid of Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin survives. The blockchain is on multiple devices all over the world, millions of devices. They would have to hunt down and destroy every single copy of the Bitcoin blockchain. And that would basically, the only way to do that is to, pull the plug on the internet. I don't think it's going to happen. But if they block the cash out option, right? If they tell banks it's illegal to convert crypto to dollars, then we can still use Bitcoin in between each other, right? I can give you Bitcoin and you can accept Bitcoin as payment, right? So Bitcoin got banned, right? I don't think it's going to happen. And then also, a lot of big institutions are now involved in Bitcoin, right? They bought a lot of Bitcoin. They're hoping that Bitcoin's going to go up, and they're going to get rich off Bitcoin too. So when the big power players are into Bitcoin, I find it very unlikely that the U.S. government or anybody else is going to ban Bitcoin, right? It's getting less likely every day. That's my take on that. Okay, let's buy some crypto. I'm so sorry. I hope I haven't missed questions. Oh, before I get too much further, if I miss your question, please put it in the comments down below. I cannot respond to you the next day when I go through I rewatch my live stream, and I just check what people are, the questions I missed. I cannot respond to you from the live stream chat mode. But if you put a comment down below in the comment section, I will go through those and respond to you. So please, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I miss a question. There's a lot of people here now. But if I miss your question, just, drop it. Post a comment below, and I will respond. All right, so here we go. Let's buy a little Bitcoin. There's I wanted to do some different stuff tonight. But first, I will buy some Bitcoin using Crypto.com. It's the easiest, quickest way. Oh, and let's not buy Bitcoin, right? Let's buy something else. All right, so let's go to Crypto.com. All right, there we go. Oh, Bitcoin was over 19 there for a minute, but I guess it's gone back. This is a Hong Kong server. But it's flirting with 19,000 again. That's great stuff. Ethereum is at 571, but it was well over 600 last week, right? And people keep talking about the Ethereum breakout. It's going to break out to 600. It's going to break out to 700, 800, 900, whatever. And if you can't afford Bitcoin, pardon me, then Ethereum's the next best thing, right? It's number 2. You could buy XRP. Look at XRP. It's 550. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like all these people that are buying Spark tokens are probably mad now, because now that the Spark token snapshot is over, people are selling all their XRP, and now the price is plunging. It's not plunging. It's a plunging. I sold XRP when it was like 25. I was so tired of it. I think maybe I had broken even on my XRP. So anyway, but I'm out. But it was 60 cents last few days back. Okay, so we're not going to buy XRP. Let's buy some Ethereum. All right, so we're going to go to trade, and we're going to go to buy, and we'll choose Ethereum. And I've got several options to buy Ethereum. I can use my debit card, which is linked to my account down below, or credit card. W, thank you. You heard that quantum computers can crack blockchain. Is that true? What is a quantum computer? There are such things as quantum computers that might be able to someday crack the cryptography behind Bitcoin. That is the scenario, right? And there are quantum computers now, but the power needed to crack Bitcoin is beyond what the current state of quantum computers can do right now. And the multiplication in the processing power needed for a quantum computer to crack the encryption behind Bitcoin is not close, right? It's years away. And that means that the cryptographers, the mathematics guys, the programmers, have time to update the encryption algorithms of Bitcoin to prevent that, right? It's an ongoing seesaw, right? So quantum computers are not powerful enough yet to crack Bitcoin. They keep saying it's coming, and there's a lot of like scaremongers out there telling you that it's already happened or that it will happen soon. It's years away, and it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. And the encryption algorithms can be updated to prevent that, right? Technology. It's called technology. You know, how things keep getting better and faster and bigger day by day, right? Encryption algorithms can do that as well. Software, hardware, back and forth, right? All right, so let's go ahead and buy this, and then I'd like to show you a little video real quick if I can find it. I can use my credit card. I can tap Crypto Wallet and trade other coins that I may have in my account for Ethereum, or I could go over here to the Fiat Wallet and use my fiat balance to buy my Ethereum. The fiat balance needs to be fed from your bank, right? So I could transfer some money from my bank into my Crypto.com account to fund my fiat account, and then I can use that to buy crypto. And I believe that the fees are much lower, but you have to wait, right? I'm a very impatient guy, right? I get it. We're all impatient. I'm going to use the credit card option. I'm not going to buy 285. Let's see. Let's do now. Let's do 5. No. 9. 1. Okay, yeah. We'll buy $57 worth of Ethereum, right? And I hope that's right. I don't want to like accidentally buy $500 worth. That would suck. Okay. Well, it wouldn't suck, right? I could always sell it back again. Let's confirm. All right, and then now we'll have the Ethereum in our account. Now, you've seen me do this many times. I kind of do this for the newcomers so that they can see this process. I find that the fees on Crypto.com are slightly cheaper than Coinbase, right? And it's on your phone. It's pretty easy to use on your phone. right? Now we can go over to accounts, and we can see that there's some Ethereum in my account, right? Now we just need to put it in our wallet. So let's go over to our Ledger Live interface. This is where we interface with our Ledger device, right? I don't really need to connect my Ledger device to receive crypto. Strictly speaking, you should double check your addresses, maybe with Bitcoin. If you want to stay totally secure, it will validate your addresses on the device, right? It's a fail safe. But for Ethereum, my Ethereum address never changes, right? It's always the same for the same Ethereum wallet. I'm going to do a receive, and then I'll hit continue. Now, I'm not going to connect my device. I'm just going to click don't have my device, right? Actually, I have this device connected. I'm going to disconnect it, right? I'm familiar with this address. I know it's correct. I know I haven't been scammed or, I've got no malware on my computer. I keep my computer clean and safe. I've got malware protection. I've got firewalls. I've got virus protection. I don't install bloatware or free games and all that junk on my computer. So I am reasonably certain that this is the correct Ethereum address of this wallet, right? I don't really need to connect the device to give me, the fail-safe on that. I'm just going to copy this into my clipboard. I'm sorry. I'm just going to do a show QR code. All right. And then I can go over to crypto.com. Right. And I'm going to go down to accounts, or I'm in accounts, right? I'm just going to tap on Ethereum, and then I'll do transfer, and then I'll choose withdraw. You can't really see it, right? I'm going to choose withdraw. I'll tap withdraw, and then I'm going to choose external wallet. All right, and then if I wanted to add this, if I'd never sent to this address before, I can hit this plus and then scan the address in with my phone, right? But I'm not going to do that because I already have this address whitelisted, right? I can just look down here, scroll down a little bit. There it is, Ledger ETH BC64, right? That address is already whitelisted. I can tap it. All right, I'll tap that 100 there to edit the field. I'll go ahead and tap max, which is under there. I'll hit withdraw. And there's the confirmation. They're going to charge me a small fee for the withdrawal. I don't know, $4, $5. It might be high for some of you. All right, I'm going to give him my two-factor from my Google Authenticator. I can tap that code, slide back over to crypto.com, tap paste, and continue. All right, and there it goes. Easy peasy, right? I bought the Ethereum with my debit card, and I transferred it into my wallet within the space of like 3 minutes or less, right? When I do it on my own, it's even quicker because I don't have to explain what I'm doing as I'm going along, right? And we'll just keep an eye on our Ethereum wallet and watch that wonderful Ethereum come in to our wallet. Ethereum comes in pretty quick, right? Okay, so W, I talked about that. We can go to Pancake Swap too. While we're waiting for the Ethereum, let's go over to Pancake Swap. I missed this last week. First of all, I'm in Chrome, right? Chrome works pretty well. And we're going to be using the MetaMask wallet. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves signed into our MetaMask. All right. Now, most of you that use MetaMask use the Ethereum mainnet network, right? Now, but maybe you weren't aware that you can switch networks in your MetaMask wallet. It's a very versatile piece of software. MetaMask is a non-custodial wallet that saves the private key on your device, in your browser, encrypted, or on your computer somewhere. I'm not sure exactly how it saves it, but it does. So it's not a hardware wallet, right? This is different than my Ledger, right? It is a browser extension that you can download. And I've got a great video on MetaMask if you're interested. Pretty recent video. Is this it? Latest version, yeah. The reason I made this one was because I noticed I was going through my stats on my channel, and I noticed a lot of people were viewing my how to set up MetaMask video that I did like in 2018. And I was like, well, things have changed since then. The video was a little outdated, so I did this one. So it's a great video on getting MetaMask set up. All right. Now, I also have a video on Pancake Swap. Let's take a look at that little one. And I'm going to give you guys a link to that one because I do a step-by-step on getting this network set up. All right. So, all right. So we're done with that. So we can switch our network in MetaMask from the Ethereum network over to the Binance Smart Chain. Now, I set this up ahead of time, right? You go into your settings and you go down here to networks, right? And then you can add a new network, right? And so here are the settings, right? I named it. This is just my name. I could have called it anything I wanted to, right? I could have called it Pancake Swap or, you know, My Wallet or whatever, or BSS, Binance Smart Chain. But I just gave it a meaningful title. There's a URL that is in that Pancake Swap video. The chain ID, the BNB symbol, and the the blockchain explorer, right? Once you've got all that stuff set up, then you can switch over to the Binance Smart Chain network, and you can use this wallet with Binance Smart Chain tokens, right? As you'll notice here, I've got 30 BNB. This is not the BNB that you would normally see, the BEP2 BNB. It's BEP20 BNB, right? It's a little different, right? But you can use this to interface with decentralized applications on the Binance Smart Chain. So let's go to Pancake Swap. There's a bunch of them out there. Pancake Swap. All right, you'll notice there that I'm connected to that wallet now. And it's just gonna, the ETH. I just got an alert that the ETH was successfully withdrawn from my Crypto.com account. Notice there that Pancake Swap now has the current balance in my MetaMask wallet and my Smart Chain wallet. Right, so it's connected, hooked up. Right, let's take a look at Ledger Live. The Ethereum came in, right? Now we got 2.9 Ethereum. Let's go down here. We can see that we received some Ethereum. I would also like to point out, I had someone that sent me an email. They were concerned that they weren't seeing all of their transactions in Ledger Live. And I said, okay, yeah, that happens sometimes. Ledger Live is not perfect. As long as your balance is correct, you really don't have a lot to worry about. Really, what you're most concerned about is storing your crypto in a secure device where the private keys are separate from the computer and the rest of the wallet, and that you can safely store and manage your crypto, right? All of this other stuff is like added benefit, but not perfect, right? So if you're concerned that you're like, oh, it says that I've got Bitcoin in here, but I'm missing a couple of transactions down here, that may very well be, but it's not a deal breaker, right? There are lots of ways to track your crypto, right? So we can say, oh, okay, let's go over here. Let's get this transaction ID. And let's go over to blockchain. And then we'll search for that transaction ID. Explorer. Am I in the Explorer? Okay. All right. Oops, yeah. Okay. See if that's going to work. Okay. And there, I can see it on here. I can see all my transactions. I can give them the wallet address and search for that. I can track all my Bitcoin transactions using a blockchain explorer, right? And then I can also do it with Coin Tracker, which I misspelled right there. Right? Cointracker.com is a great way to track your crypto transactions if you're worried about every tiny little transaction, right? So you have options, right? So don't freak out if you're missing a few transactions in your transaction history. I've seen that happen to me before too. And it's not a big deal because it's on the blockchain somewhere. You can find it, right? So just pointing that out, that there are a few bugs in Ledger Live. Another couple of bugs that you might encounter in Ledger Live are in your Ethereum wallet. You might have a token that has no price information, and you might freak out over that. That's not a big deal. It just means that Ledger Live is not querying servers that give them current pricing on swipe. It doesn't mean that your 300 swipe have suddenly become worthless, right? You can still transfer them back to Binance or wherever and sell them at the current market price, right? Just because Ledger Live isn't giving you the dollar value doesn't mean that they've suddenly become worthless, right? Now, also, you might transfer a ERC20 token into this wallet and it's not showing up at all right? And that happens too, but that doesn't mean that it's not in there. It just means that Ledger Live doesn't support that particular ERC20 token, and that can happen too. You can go over to My Ether Wallet. I don't know. We'll use Chrome. My Ether Wallet, right? And we can connect. I'm going to have to connect my device. We'll connect our device, right? There's a new update, so let's go ahead and refresh the browser here to get that. All right, let's turn on our camera. Wait, I'm going to go ahead and enter my PIN on my device. Okay. So there's more than one way to read this device than Ledger Live, right? We have options. All right, so let's turn this guy on. Let's get this thing closer. There we go. All right, so here's my device. I'm going to go ahead and enter the Ethereum app. I'm going to hit both buttons, right? And now we're going to go access my wallet. We're going to choose hardware. We're going to choose Ledger device, right? The Ledger device is compatible with other software interfaces besides Ledger Live, right? We'll hit continue. We're going to pull this down and choose the Ledger Live derivation path. We're going to hit next. And we're going to wait. Okay. All right. And then sometimes we have problems, right? Okay. There it comes. Ooh, what's going on? Is it working? Whoops. Seriously? Now the browser's crashing? Okay. Wow. Okay, that never happened before. Okay. Am I going to have to redo the entire browser? Okay. All right, let's... Ugh. Windows is really messing with me tonight, isn't it? Okay. All right. I can deal with it. All right. Can I cancel this? Please let me cancel. It's not going to let me do it. It won't even let me close the browser. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, it did. All right. Let's try again. When in doubt, try again. Right? Don't reformat your hard drive just because you had a little glitch. Just try again. All right. So let's go back to... oh, it popped me out of my Ethereum wallet. Oh, I did that. Okay. My Ether wallet. Probably had something to do with that update, right? Whatever. Let's hit access wallet, hardware, Ledger, continue, derivation path live. We'll hit next. Oh, seriously. Oh, okay. Oops, upside down. Ugh, seriously. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay. Oh, now what's going on? Okay. all hell's breaking loose. My ledger went black, and I was like, oh my God, has my ledger died on me? No. So I disconnected and reconnected, right? These things happen. Usually when I'm live and people are watching me, these things happen. They don't usually happen to me when I'm all by myself. All right. Here we go. Ethereum. All right. We'll hit hardware. We'll hit ledger. We'll hit ledger live derivation path. We'll hit next. I don't think it's going to help. It's not going to cooperate with me tonight. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. It's sort of working. Let's try Brave. Let's just try a different browser. See if that works. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Things are getting weird tonight. I'll tell you. Okay. It's this dumb Windows thing. All right. I'm probably going to have to... Okay. Yeah. Oops is right. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Patience is what's required here. All right. I had to disconnect my device again. All right. There. It's telling me that I need to refresh their page because they're updating, which they do like every other day. Re-entering my PIN. Okay, invalid PIN. All right, let's try again. Just take a deep breath and re-enter your PIN. We know what the PIN is. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. My goodness. Never had so much trouble getting into my Ether wallet. All right, let's try again. All right, so we're going to do, let's refresh the page one more time. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Ethereum app ahead of time. All right, let's hit hardware. Let's hit ledger. Let's hit continue. Switch derivation path. Hit next. Oh, please, come on. I don't get it. Something is deathly wrong here. We're just probably going to have to... Oh, wait, here it comes. Nope. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, things are going freaky tonight. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to give it a minute and just let it do its thing. I had noticed the computer was running kind of slow earlier, so I did a reboot. But this is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I've never had it be this slow. So I don't know if it's an internet thing or what's going on here. But it is working, sort of. Very slow. I don't understand why it's taking so long. But it is. I'm just going to be patient. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's the address we want. That's the same address as we're looking at here, right? 2.9 Ethereum. All right, let's hit this little tick mark here and hit access my wallet, and we're in. That was bizarre. Okay. All right, now we're waiting over here on the side for my ERC20 tokens to load. All right, we did. All right. Now, notice here that some of them, okay. I just wanted to give you kind of, you'll notice there's no MCO here. You'll notice there's no kick tokens over here. There are some tokens that just don't show up in Ledger Live. Well, MCO showing up, pardon me. The BTC isn't really showing up either. There's something here. Oh, IOV. I don't know what that is. It's probably just a, one of those random airdrops that I got. not an important token, but it is not showing up here, right? It's because Ledger Live doesn't support all the ERC20 tokens out there. So maybe you bought like 1,000 IOV on Uniswap or whatever, and then you transferred them in to your Ledger wallet, right? You gave them the Ethereum address, and then you waited with bated breath for them to show up, and they never did. You can go over here to My Ether wallet, and hopefully you won't have as much struggle as I did, and you'll be able to view your tokens over here. Right? So there's more than one way to skin a cat. And boy, we were doing some cat skinning tonight, I'll tell you that. Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Now, let's see what the questions are here. All right, let me get down here. Maybe it's scammers. No, it says choose another address. Okay. Well, thank you for all of your helpful comments and suggestions. But you'll notice what I did. I just kept trying, right? When you start, and there's always room for troubleshooting, right? Maybe I did switch browsers, right? I probably might have rebooted. I did disconnect and reconnect. So that's normal trouble, but you don't want to go too far. You don't want to freak out and like do a full restore of your device. Right? Always just keep trying the same thing until it works, because I knew it was supposed to work. I just kept trying until it did. Right? It's like called the stubborn principle in troubleshooting. I'd rather have help will not make an enemy, but yeah, a lot of reply on Twitter. Thank you though. Kiki. Okay, Kiki was asking me something. I have Bitcoin, XRP, Litecoin, and others have no idea what is happening with them. I poured so much into it. I took a class and bam, hit a brick wall. Maybe so, Mr. Not Real Knowledge about that, but I was in the process of setting up my Ledger Nano when I found my two-step verification didn't work. I was trying to take all the precautions. I'd rather have their help. Okay, so I think Kiki was asking about Coinbase. I only asked here because it came to all dead ends. Thank you, though, kind sir. Okay, I'm not sure why you're locked out of your Coinbase account. That's distressing. We could also try, I'm just going to try Kiki, Coinbase. Let's see here. Let's try Coinbase. See that this is fake, right? You don't want to do that. Let's choose Coinbase support. I thought they had a. I know that Binance and some of the others that you can't get a hold of do have like a way to fill out a web form. I thought you could do that on Coinbase. I may be wrong about that. Not that. Okay, we're Coinbase help. Here, contact us. There we go. All right, so you may have tried this. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Hit contact us, and you're gonna have to jump through hoops to get through to them. And when all else fails, if your option isn't on there, right, that happens too. Okay. Managing my account. I can't get in, right? Login, authentication, and verification issues, right? Maybe it's two-factor. Maybe it's login. I don't know. I'm having... Okay, so let's say it's not here. Okay. Just choose one, right? And just get through the thing. I'm having trouble. You give them your email. You fill this out. Here is where you can describe your issue in more detail. but you need to get this form filled out far enough to where you can actually give them a message and then submit. That's the only way to get through to them, right? You've got to go through this form. So hopefully, and that maybe they don't have the exact issue you're dealing with, so get as close as you can and make all the choices until you get to the point where you can say locked out. And then, dear sir, blah, 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 blah. Give them as much information as you possibly can. I'm locked out because such and such and such and such. Hit submit, and they will get back to you. Probably not as fast as you wish they would get back to you, but they will get back to you eventually. I know things are screwed up when you can't get access to your money. I get it, especially if you're one of their new users. They have a lot of flags that people can throw by inadvertently doing things that look scammy, like putting in a bunch of money and trying to buy a bunch of Bitcoin right away and withdrawing it right away. It's what a normal person would do, but it throws flags on their end, and they'll disable your account because they think you're a scammer or a hacker or a fraudster or whatever if one of their flags goes up. So you're going to have to fill out this form and do your best to get a contact with them. So Kiki D, I hope you did all this. If you did all this and they're still not responding, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But I've done this many times, not with Coinbase. I may have done it once, like I did the two-factor reset with Coinbase. And like I said, they do get back to you. And I've done this with Binance. I've done this with Binance US. They do get back to you eventually. Sometimes it takes a few days, but they do get back to you if you just jump through these hoops to get, you have to go through this. So Kiki D, I hope that you get your issue done. Okay, so we got into, can you transfer, let's say, XRP from one address to another within your own ledger? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's do that. What the heck? Let's do something simple. I was going to do some other stuff here. I do have some, but I will talk about XRP a little bit tonight. First of all, I'm not sure if I've got the XRP app on this device. Yes, I do. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into XRP. All right. Here I was bashing XRP earlier. Now, you can see there I've got an XRP account. I'm going to add a new one just for giggles. XRP. All right, it's going to scan my device, right? I've got it connected. I'm in the XRP app. All right, there's the original, right? That's the one that already is in Ledger Live. We'll just call this one, we'll just keep it XRP2. No need to get fancy. All right, close. I don't know if I want to, I guess I'll do this for you. Here's the problem, is that in order to activate this XRP address, I need to put at least 20 XRP in there, right? And then that 20 XRP will be stuck in there forever. Actually, why don't I, I'm going to connect my Ledger Nano S. I'm going to disconnect this guy. Because I already have like a dead XRP account over there. In other words, let me finish the thought. If I say, oh, okay, I'm going to move, I have to leave 20 in there. That's the way XRP works. If I move 21, let's say I move 21 out of this into this, those 20 will be stuck in this new wallet for the rest of time, right? So I'm not really willing to lose 20 XRP just to show you how this works. So I'm going to pull up my I have another XRP account on this device. and that has 20 XRP stuck in it. And I'll use that one to show you that you can transfer from one to the other. If I can, okay, all right. Okay, now I'm gonna have to shuffle apps too. Is it probably, okay. It probably, I gotta say, allow Ledger Manager. There's probably not enough room for the XRP app, but we're gonna try, right? You can see here. Let's see, let's take, can I take the Bitcoin off? Let me try that. All right, so I'm gonna go over to Bitcoin. I'm gonna hit uninstall Bitcoin. I'm clearing up room for the XRP app. All right, let's go over to XRP. Let's install it. Hopefully there's enough room to install. Looks like there will be. As you can see, I probably wouldn't have had enough room unless I took off the Bitcoin app. That does not destroy the Bitcoin wallets, right? It just simply removes the app. If I put the app back on there, then it will, the wallet will be restored. That's one of the beauties of this device. But the reason why I moved from the Ledger Nano S to the Ledger Nano X is because of this shuffling issue. I was tired of shuffling my apps on and off because this device doesn't have a lot of storage for apps. Let's go back over here. Let's add account again. We'll do XRP again. And there should be one that's already there, right? So I've got to open the XRP app. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. All right, I got to hit both buttons here. There we go. Now I'm in the XRP app. All right, it's scanning the device for previous wallets. All right, see, there it is. See, there's that account that has 20 XRP stuck in it forever. We'll call this XRP 3, right? Because we've already got 2 on there. We'll hit add account. All right, we'll close that. Okay, so there we go. Now, I don't need this one anymore. Let's just get rid of it. Now, let's move some XRP from one to the other. I'm going to move from this wallet to this wallet. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to get the address of this wallet. I'm going to choose receive. As long as I've got the original device attached, we'll go ahead and do the full confirmation of the address. All right. There, it wants me to verify the address. So I'm going to hit the little button above the arrow till I get all the way over here. I can't, okay. And then we'll hit both buttons, approve. Ah, shouldn't have done that, doggone it. Oh, I lost the address. All right, let's just do a quick, okay, there's the address. Let's copy it into our clipboard. Now we're going to go back over to accounts and we're going to send from this guy to that new one. We'll hit send and we'll paste in the address of that secondary account. I don't need this tag, right? If I were sending it back to Coinbase, then Coinbase would give me an address and a tag, right? But I'm not sending it to Coinbase. I'm sending it to another wallet. The tag is optional. I don't need it. I'm going to hit continue here. I'm going to say how much. Okay, let's do, now notice I had 58 in there, but the maximum amount that I can send is 38 because of that stupid XRP rule that you have to leave 20 in your wallet. Another reason I don't like XRP. All right, well okay. Let's send 10, right? All right, we'll hit continue. Now, I'm going to have to disconnect this guy, and I'm going to need to reconnect my Ledger Nano X because we're sending from this account. I need to sign the transaction with the private key that happens to be on this device. Let's hit, let's enter. I don't know how much time you guys have spent tonight watching me enter pins. And I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not going to show you how to claim Spark tokens. I think it's too late now anyway. You guys can just let that go. All right, now I'm in the XRP app on the Ledger device, right? So when I hit continue, I should get the information. There's my type, right? There's the account. There's the amount that I'm sending, right? That's the only time you're going to see amounts on your device. All right, there's the fee. There's the destination. Sign transaction. We'll hit both buttons. And off it goes. I will say this again. You will never be able to check your balance on the device. The device will never show you your XRP balance. So don't, well, you can sort of see it. Let's move that up a little bit. The balance has gone out, right? I just sent out 10 XRP. Let's go back to accounts. Let's go over to this guy. Lo and behold, the 10 XRP came in. I was able to send XRP between my wallets. So let's kind of discuss what happened there. I was able to move XRP from one wallet to another, but I had to leave at least 20 in the wallet, right? You cannot withdraw the entire amount of your XRP from this wallet. And that's what gets people confused, right? They'll go to their XRP wallet, they'll try to send all of their XRP back to Coinbase, and it keeps telling them that they don't have enough, right? And then they freak out. They think that, you know, somebody stole their XRP or whatever. No, it wasn't a hacker. It was Ripple, right? They stole your XRP by requiring you to leave 20 of it in your wallet. I mean, what if XRP goes to like $50 a token and you've got 20 locked in your device because it's permanently locked in the wallet? That's going to be kind of a pisser, right? You know, there's like hundreds of dollars worth of XRP locked in the wallet. Another reason I don't like XRP. But we can move it back and forth. Another thing that I'll point out was that I did not need that tag. A lot of people ask me about that tag when they're sending from, like withdrawing from Coinbase. Coinbase is like, what's your tag? And I'll tell them you don't need the tag when you're withdrawing to your own wallet. But the Coinbase or whoever, the cryptocurrency exchange, they give you this horrible warning that makes it like, if you send it without a tag, all of your XRP will be lost forever. And people freak out and they say, oh my God, it wants the tag. And I'll say, it doesn't want that. It's just warning you that you should use the tag if you're sending it to an address that requires the tag. But you are not sending it to an address that requires a tag. So you can safely ignore that very, very, very scary warning that you're going to lose all your XRP. And people are unsure of themselves. So, as I've said many, many times, always send a small amount first just to test it out. Make sure it's going to work. Then you can send the rest of it. Right? I think you can withdraw all of your XRP from your Coinbase account. They like handle that 20 XRP requirement under the hood, right? You don't have to deal with that when you've got your XRP on an exchange. Only when you're dealing with it in your wallet. XRP. It's like XRP. Okay. All right. Okay. You can close wallets permanently and recoup your XRP on XRP Toolkit from Ripple. They burn 5 out of the 20 and you get 15 back. Lorde P, thank you so much for that. I did not know that. That is good to know. I hate them a little less than I did before, but I still hate them. XRP Toolkit. That's the same thing that people are using to like claim their Spark tokens, right? Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Maybe I could clean out, 15 of those XRP out of that old wallet and, get on with my life. That's pretty cool. I like that. Bitcoin's going to zero. Scott, how could you? After all we've been through together and you're telling me Bitcoin's going to zero? Mm-hmm. No, you haven't missed it. I still got some stuff to do. I'll go a little longer. I wanted to... what did I want to do? I don't want to get banned by YouTube by doing stuff. We were we totally forgot about the Pancake Swap. What was Pancake Swap? It's connected, right, with my my MetaMask wallet, right? What's going on with Pancake Swap? Well, I can trade, right? I can add tokens to liquidity pool. You got to add a pair. You can farm your liquidity pool tokens, right? If you have a liquidity pair token that you've received by depositing liquidity, you can stake it here. There's a caveat though. You have to be very careful for wild swings in the coins, up or down, right? I lost some money. I guess you want it's not money, it's value, tokens or whatever. I had some impermanent loss when Cake went up, right? Because Cake went up fast and the tokens were committed to the liquidity pool. And so what happened was more people were buying Cake and my BNB went down. And then when it came time to withdraw the liquidity pool tokens, I had less total value than when I put into it because I had less BNB tokens. I know that's like, but you have to be careful with impermanent loss. So the alternate of that is to use the liquidity pool, participate in liquidity pools which are less volatile. Like, for example, Binance, US dollar, and BNB, right? You still have some volatility, but less, right? And you could maybe use something even less volatile like Bitcoin and Binance, or Tether, and well, these are all BNB. Let me explain. Let me try to explain. But before before we do that, let's just go over to my pools, right? I am staking Cake tokens for Cake, right? Now this, I don't need to watch all the time, but I do harvest it so that I can put the earned Cake to work, right? But if Cake goes up or down, I don't really care that much because I'm just earning Cake. And so I can just hold and just wait for Cake to go back up before I cash out, right? Cake went up, Cake went down, but I'm still earning Cake, right? I'm kind of waiting for Cake to get back up to $1 where it was, right? I can harvest this Cake right now. Right? Notice I need to sign it in the MetaMask wallet, just like I'm in Uniswap, but it's much cheaper. Like that's like 8 cents or less. I don't know. Maybe just 4 cents. And notice that it happens much faster than the Ethereum DeFi platforms, right? Oh, failed. Whenever people are watching. Let's try again. All right. Now I'm not gonna like redo the wallet. I'm just gonna try again. Right? Same old, same old. Just keep trying. Now I spent like 4 cents there. I think. Pretty sure. I had 4 cents that I lost during that, I guess. I'm not going to freak out. I think that one went through. Let's see. There it goes. Confirmed. All right. So now what you can see there, I've got 1,100 Cake. Right. So I'll hit plus. I'm going to add more Cake. The 10 that I just harvested. Like if we go over here to the wallet, you can see that now there's Cake in the wallet, right? 10 Cake. I just harvested 10 Cake. Well, why let it sit there gathering dust? Let's put it to work. Let's stake it. Let's hit this little plus. We'll hit max. We'll hit confirm. Okay, we're going to need to sign that again with our MetaMask wallet. And we're good. Right, now you can see that I'm now staking more, right? I'll put that Cake to work. Now this I consider safe. But it took me a while to accumulate this much Cake. I accumulated this Cake doing the liquidity pools. But like I said, you got to keep an eye on them because they can change very quickly. Let's go to, this is for Uniswap, return on investment. Right? When we do a liquidity pool, right, we have to stake 2 tokens. Come on, what's going on here? Oh, seriously? Oh, okay, got it. I got it. You're not going to show me this anymore? Okay. Well, that's weird. It was working. God, unbelievable. Okay. Oh, Lord in heaven. I'm trying to show you guys something. I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight. It's like a weird night. No, it's not going to do it. Okay. Whatever. Maybe I've extinguished my plan. I don't know. Right? But it used to show you the return on investment of liquidity pair tokens. And the certain tokens are like doing well at any particular time. There's like hot liquidity pools that you can participate in, right? Coins that are getting a lot of action, right? So you contribute to the liquidity pool and you'll earn trading fees by depositing your coins in the liquidity pool. The newer coins that are hot are going to have a high rate of return, but you need to keep your eye on them. Now, there are other liquidity pools like Tether and Ethereum, right? The Tether Ethereum liquidity pool is pretty stable, right? Because Tether is always $1 and Ethereum is relatively stable, right? Although it might shoot up later. So you can participate in that liquidity pool a little safer, but less of a return, right? The ROI is lower. The return on investment, the percentage is lower on the safer ones. So you have to evaluate your how much risk do you want to take? Do you want to earn a little bit and over time with a safe liquidity pool, or do you want to try to earn a lot really quick and with a little more risk with a little hotter liquidity pool? I wish I could have shown you this. I don't know why it's not displaying the liquidity pools, but it's not, right? What can I say? It's been a weird night. Okay. All right, solar, that's what it is. It's the solar flares. Shipping and handling. Other prices of cake goes down, right? No, Coinbase blocks 20 XRP. Do they? Well, that's not very nice of them. Don't mess with liquidity pool tokens. Just stake cake for free. Coins equals no loss. Very good, buddy. That's what I came to that conclusion, right? Because there are a lot of liquidity pools that I was in for a while, and then they just kind of petered out. Let's take a look at a couple of others. Oops, let's go back over here. Let's take a look at let's look at Bakery Swap. If I can find it here. Okay. All right, let's go to Earn Bake. Now these are liquidity pool tokens, right? So I would need to stake, pet, and bake in a liquidity pool, and I would receive liquidity pool tokens, and then I could stake them here. Notice the ROI is only 300. That may seem like a lot, but it used to be like 1,000 or 1,700, right? This pool has petered out, right? There's not as much action over here as there was before. Let's take a look at another one. Let's look at Narwhal, right? I did well in Narwhal when it... Whoa, what's this? This is not the same. This is different. I just clicked the wrong link. I was like, what happened to NAR? Whoops. Here we go. Narwhal swap. Maybe it's back in business, right? Let's go over to NAR. They're all very similar. They're all very similar to UNISWAP. Well, this one isn't loading at all. Look at this. That's not good. Okay. I don't know why that's not working at all. Huh. Okay. Boy, I'm glad I don't have any. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, they've changed their format a little bit. Okay, so their top liquidity pool pair, and this is, you have to deposit your tokens in the liquidity pool, and then you'll get liquidity pool tokens. So what they want here is liquidity pool tokens. If I stake those LP tokens, I'm going to get 500. That's not bad. But I don't know what the price of NAR is right now. I don't see that. They usually used to show it, because I don't know that you can see it on Let's check. Let's check NAR, see if they have it. NAR. Do they have it? I don't think so. Yeah, see, it's like not even on CoinGecko yet. But so I forget what the price was. It's not there anymore. But I do have... I have some gold. Oh, they've added some new stuff here. I should come check it out. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that these things, they're hot for a while and then they kind of cool off. Right? So you kind of have to stay on top of them. Keep checking them. If Bitcoin goes back over 20, then these things might come back with a vengeance, right? As more people start discovering these things. But the DeFi has sort of cooled off now. It was really hot earlier in the year, but it's cooled off a bit. But it's a good way. This is decentralized finance, right? This is the new paradigm that's going to, right, undercut the banks, right? If you can earn money in DeFi applications, better return on investment than you can in banks or brokerage firms or whatever, and you don't need to be a millionaire to do it, then this is the way to go. But it's buyer beware, right? It's not the greatest thing for people that are technically challenged to jump into, right? If you have trouble with technology, you might want to think before you jump into stuff like this. Bought back into Theta. How many BTC wallets will Nano X let you create? I am stuck at 6, 3 native SegWit and 3 SegWit. Okay, well, let's see how many more we can create. I've got 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4. So can I create? I've got 3 SegWits. Let's see if we can create another SegWit. Let's hit Add Account. Let's go BTC. Let's hit Continue. We need to be in the BTC app. I need to get out of the XRP app. I didn't think there was any limit. All right. It wants me to open the Bitcoin app. Now I have quite a few that I created over the years that are now empty, right? That you'll see here that I'm not using anymore. But I think you're saying there's like a limit to how many new ones you can create. I will mention this. They need to have something in them in order for you to create a new one. I don't believe they'll let you create a new one until you've actually put some Bitcoin into one of the new ones, right? So let's create another native SegWit account. Bitcoin 2 native SegWit. Let's create Bitcoin 4 SegWit. All right, let's hit both of those. Let's deselect this. Add accounts. Close. All right, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 SegWit and 2 native SegWit. Now let's try and create another SegWit while we're at it. Let's see what happens. I don't believe it will allow me to create another native SegWit empty account because I still have an empty one that has no transactions whatsoever. Okay, let's see what happens here. Can't add a new account before you've received assets into your Bitcoin 4 SegWit account. Right? So it doesn't even have to have a balance in it. Right? It can just be empty as long as there's some transactions in there. I could send some Bitcoin in and pull some Bitcoin out. So let's go native SegWit. This is SegWit 4. Let's hit receive, continue, don't have device. There's my address. Let's go back over to this Bitcoin account. Let's send some Bitcoin into that new account. I can send from a native SegWit to a SegWit. No problem. How much is in here? 0.001. All right, we'll send $20 worth of Bitcoin. The network fee is going to be higher or close to the amount that I don't care about the network fees. All right, so let's go confirm that here. All right, we'll review the output. There's the amount. There's the address. There's the accept. I do not see the amount with a check mark over it, like on the box. Which kind of bums me out, right? You never see that. That is not a valid message that you'll ever see where the approve is above the amount. It just doesn't happen. So I don't know why they put it on the box. It's kind of like the old cereal boxes, right? They'd always make it seem like, you know, you were going to be... All right, so I need to confirm this. All right. I need to confirm the fees, right? I'm going to confirm the fees. I'll just do that. All right. Confirm the fees. All right, transaction sent. We should lose some Bitcoin on this guy. And we should gain some over here in Bitcoin SegWit 4. There it is. Okay. Now, let's go try to add a new account. I believe the same thing holds for the native SegWit too. I think it just didn't show me that error message. But let's check. Okay. Notice that the ones that are already in the portfolio are being detected, but they know they're in the portfolio. So they're not going to add those, right? Those are the ones that are dim. All right, now it's allowing me to create that SegWit account. Number 5. I believe if I were to send some Bitcoin into that new... Whoops. Oh, cripes. I added all those old ones, right? Notice I added a bunch of them that had like... they were empty, but they had transaction histories. So let me add them. So now it's really confusing, right? So, but obviously you can add more than 4. Okay, so let's see. Native 9, I don't need that one. Edit, delete. All right, native 8, I don't need that one. Edit, delete. All right, native 7, I don't need that. Delete. 6, I don't need. You'll notice that it doesn't really matter if I delete them, and that can always add them back again. The wallet never, the device never forgets wallets that you've created. I'm sure the IRS will be happy about that. All right, Bitcoin 5, is that the one? Was it Bitcoin 5 native SegWit? There's Bitcoin 3 native SegWit. Oh my God, there's so many. All right, let's just get rid of them all. I don't need them. I was just trying to like illustrate a point. I think maybe the reason you can't create the extra one that you want is because you haven't put any Bitcoin in one of the empty ones. You gotta put some Bitcoin in there, or it won't allow you to create. It's the way the device functions. It's only going to generate a brand new account unless if it won't generate 2 empty accounts in a row for some reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Right? You need to have something in one of the wallets for it to generate a new one. It's probably its functionality. That's the way it works. Right? It looks for all the wallets that are already there, and then it generates a new one. It gives you the option of adding a new one. But if there's a new empty one that has nothing in it and no transactions, it just assumes that's the new one, and it won't create another one until you've actually done something with the previous one. That's my college opinion. I did graduate college, you know. All right. Well, let's get rid of that. Come on, what are you doing here? All right, now it's not cooperating with me anymore. All right, let's go here. Okay, let's go here. There we go. Get rid of that thing. Okay, I don't need this, do I? No, I don't think so. It's like not doing that anymore. Okay. I've worn it out. It's like, dude, you just like put me through my paces here. All right, we're going to leave these. These are like some old Bitcoin accounts. When you've been at this as long as I have, right? It's like, I don't know. I like somebody goes, "Hey, we sent you some Bitcoin," or I'm like in my coin tracker, and it goes, "You have Bitcoin," and I'm like, "I don't Bitcoin where?" And I go and I like re-add the account. I scour my device and I find Bitcoin that has been transferred from one place or another, like an affiliate thing that I did or whatever, where I gave them a Bitcoin address and then I deleted the wallet. And it was like, sometimes I can go through my device and scour for Bitcoin addresses and there'll be a balance in there. It's like, cool. Okay. Oh yeah, so this guy's new, right? But we can obviously add more than 3 and 3, right? I would probably have to create a brand new native SegWit. I don't know where it is, what I did. I probably deleted it. But we could add a new native SegWit account, put some Bitcoin in there, take some out. Even we can take some out and it'll be empty. And then we'll be able to add a new empty wallet with no transactions at all. So maybe that's your the brick wall you're hitting. Okay. Gotta go. Bye, Scott. Thanks for coming. As usual, take some profits. When I take some profits, I plan on taking a trip to Wyoming. Yay, cowboys and cattle. No offense to Wyoming. Hey, Wyoming's a great state. I think a piece of Yellowstone's in Wyoming, if I'm not mistaken. Will Cass, what a great CryptoDad general review. Thank you. Okay, no problem. I'm glad you guys came. Oh, create them, fill, then create. Can't just make some for future. You're awesome. Okay. Lourdes, thank you. Grand Illusion, patience. All right, let's take one last look at Bitcoin on crypto.com and see where we stand. I always go to crypto.com for my latest price of Bitcoin. Whoops, let's move this over here. Let's do this. Let's go to home. 18,864. All right, well, it briefly breached 19,000 and then it has pulled back slightly. And it may not hit 20,000 but before the end of the year. But the year's not over yet, guys. We're not even at 15 December yet. We still got, half of December. It may well breach 20 before the end of December, right? Let's not write its eulogy yet, right? And even if it doesn't breach 20, it's not going anywhere, right? Ethereum's looking good, up almost 4%, 3.6%. That's pretty good. So, and we just bought a little more Ethereum, so that's great too. Sorry if I missed anybody's questions. Please put them in the comments down below. Don't forget, we do this every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for